And we're back. It's your good pal Jeremy Dog Danley checking in with you live from the Evil Scheme Hatchery here in Las Vegas. No double T today, but I do have a few things I still want to talk about on Bar Comedy USA News, so stick around. And let me know in the comments, do you have favorite pub grub? I don't mean a favorite pub and grub, although I do want to hear about those as well, but I mean a favorite pub grub. In general, what's the type of food you like to best eat when you're at bars, having a few drinks? For mine, in general, it's always got to be wings or pizza. Hard to screw up either one of those. But I have an announcement to make regarding the big book of America's Best Bar Food, which I'll be putting out coming up soon, and that Double T and I have been talking about on the last few editions of Bar Comedy USA News. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. Comment below your favorite pub grub. Stick around just a little bit. I'll be back. We'll take it from there. And we're back. All right. Hey, thanks for joining in. It's Bar Comedy USA News. Usually I'm joined by Double T from the Eagle 96.7 FM in Rockford, Illinois, and we have a quick conversation. It can range anywhere from silliness to seriousness and discussing all things related to what's happening in bar comedy across the country. But Double T's on vacation, so he's left me all by my lonesome today. I still want to talk to you. I still want to make this announcement because it's something that I'm pretty stoked about. The upcoming release of the first of its kind of a new cookbook slash foodie guidebook called The Big Book of America's Best Bar Food, and it's kind of my tribute to all the tasty awesomeness that I have experienced in my years traveling the country, entertaining folks at nightclubs, taverns, neighborhood restaurants, and bars, which I find have some of the most delicious drunken treats. So if you have a favorite bar food, a favorite drunken meal to soak up some of that booze when you're tying one on, comment below. And if you have a favorite place you like to go, let me know that also, and nominate them to be in the Big Book of America's Best Bar Food. There's no cost. There's nothing like that to be in it. It's a tribute book. It's my way of showing appreciation and thank you to all of the small and growing nightclubs, taverns, neighborhood restaurants, and bars that are located in the nooks and crannies of America. They don't get the recognition like the big brands do. So this is a tribute to the small businesses and the independently owned and operated restaurants, bar and grills, pub and grubs. And the first 10 are already in. We've got Buford's Pub in Sedoris, Illinois. And Jeff Buckler and the crew there have a breaded pork tenderloin that has made it in. And they also bring in the Pub and Grub comedy tour that they present on their back deck, which is one of the most beautiful of all bar decks across the state. And they present the Pub and Grub comedy tour as a comedy under the stars type of event. And then we also have in the book from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, is the 222 Bridge Tavern with their Berea ramen, grilled pulled pork, caramelized onions, pickled carrots, fried nori, soft-boiled egg, ramen noodles, house Berea sauce. I think I'm saying that right. I actually don't know jack shit about food or cooking. I just know it tastes good. That sounds like it tastes. I would give that a go. I go to places like, well, how do you want that? I'm like, however you would just make it. Just make it the way you would make it. I don't know the way to make it. So however these guys are doing it, it sounds like they're crushing it. That's the Bridge 22, the 222 Bridge Tavern and Kitchen in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And then also we have the 52 Stafford. This is in Plymouth, Wisconsin. And they have an amazing chicken marsala that they've added to the book. And a lot of places are also adding their recommended specialty drinks or beers or cocktails. So they say perfectly poured pint of Guinness goes along great with their chicken marsala. So that's the 52 Stafford in Plymouth, Wisconsin. These are all small towns all over the country. And we've also got the Third Base Bar and Grill in Council Bluffs, Iowa. The Firehouse Patty. This is a half pound of Angus beef, onion, tanglers, cheddar, and pepper jack cheese topped off with signature house fireball sauce. That sounds like exactly what I would go for on a Saturday night dinner. But not before I would ever do a show, because then I'd be all sluggish afterwards. And with that fireball sauce, you never know what might happen in the next hour and a half. The R Bar and Patio in Lawrence, Kansas is in with their smoked wings, which sound amazing. They have a full description of how they do these, and I don't want to give away the secrets on the live video. That's why we're putting it all in the book. You got to check it out there. We've also got Elsie's Bar and Grill in Caledonia, Minnesota, featuring a breakfast item, the Big E omelet, the best in the area. And we have Freddy's, Franks, and Burgers. Now, I go way back with Fred Poole. He brought me in to do a show at a place called the 19th hole in Springfield, Ohio. And this has to be maybe 10, 15 years ago, at least. It's got to be 15 years ago. And now Fred runs an amazing food truck that has been going strong for the last 13 years. So, yeah, so I know that I've known Fred for more than 15 years because he didn't have the food truck when I first started doing shows with him in Springfield, Ohio. And they've got some of the best burgers and bison steaks around. And so check that out. Who else is on the list in the top 10 so far? We've got the Office Bar Grill and Pizza. That is in... Oh, I don't have the town that's in. I've got the street address, 6070 East Route 17. And I'm going to have to check some of this out. Homemade thin crust pizza. Like I said, you can't go wrong with that. You can only improve pizza. And so that's always a good bet when you are having a few drinks and you want to soak some of it up. Then in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, we return to the Pier 87 Bar and Grill, and they've got something called the Beast. It's in-house made roast beef piled high on a Kaiser roll, provolone cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, horseradish mayo, and homemade hot pepper. Again, it sounds like something I would go for on a Saturday night, but not before I were to do a stand-up comedy show for 90 minutes, that's for sure. And then at the Bison Sports Bar in Hazen, North Dakota, they've got the Bison Buffalo Burger. This I love this. 100% Bison Buffalo patty topped with American cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, gourmet buns. The Tatanka Burger. They've got the Fleischkuchel. I can't even pronounce it, but it sounds great. A burger, seasoned burger patty wrapped in a delicious German dough and deep fried to golden brown. All right, so that's the top 10 so far in America's Big Book, or the Big Book of America's Best Bar Food. I don't even know the name of my own book that I'm putting out. It's a tribute to all the great pub and grubs, nightclubs, taverns, neighborhood restaurants, and bars and grills all over the country, independently owned and operated in the nooks and crannies of America, catering to the missed masses. And this is your way of getting some national recognition. So if you know of a place that deserves to be in the Big Book of America's Best Bar Foods, let me know in the comments below, and we'll see if we can get them nominated. All right, that's it. Bar Comedy USA News. This is Jared Dog, your good pal, Jeremy Danley. Over and out. See you next time.